Okay, Seth Lancaster here with Anchor Motorworks, and I have a little story time about a car that I brought in with limp mode. Here we go. Okay, so the car came in with low power mode, had several codes, including a P0101 and a P0102, which are both mass airflow sensor codes. I give you the generic codes because they're easy to remember, easier than the Volkswagen codes, but here was the air filter system that this thing had on it. Okay. If anyone knows me, you'll know that these and me do not get along. Now here's why. Let's take a look. Okay, we'll start off right here. This is the inside of that pipe that it was coming from. And you see all those black specks in there? That is dirt that has come through this air filter. These filters, they don't filter the dirt as well, and so you'll get a lot of extra dirt in there. Next thing, let me show you here. I'll just pull this apart and we'll look inside there. Okay, so here I've got this mass airflow sensor taken apart. Now here was one other issue with this. It has a aftermarket Chinese mass airflow sensor, which those don't work very well. But if you look inside of here, there is, let's see if we can zoom in there and get that. There we go. You see that tiny little wire in there? That is what it uses to sense how much airflow is going through there. Now what happens is oil from these filters mixed with dust goes in there and gathers up on that little tiny wire, which then throws off the reading. So a lot of times what you'll find is the mass airflow will show a whole lot less than what it's asking for. Well, eventually the engine will get to the point where it'll cut down fuel because it thinks there's not enough air coming into the engine. Whereas there actually is plenty of air, but it's just not seeing the flow anymore. And eventually the power will go down and down until it goes into limp mode, and then you bring it to me. Then I put on a new mass airflow sensor. It's Bosch, not some Chinese one, and an OEM air filter setup. That has been your tech tip for the day on these cold air intakes, which aren't cold air intakes, but whatever. The Cone air filters. K&N air filters are also the same as far as the drop-in filters. All of them, I don't use them. I don't recommend them. I take them out whenever I can because they allow too much junk through, as well as foul up the mass airflow sensor.